Hands up, don't shoot, a battle cry adopted by protesters downtown. Demonstrators weaving through downtown neighborhoods taking a turn here in the northbound lanes of I-75.
This is a peaceful protest. These are the criminals right here.
Do you guys really believe, though, it crossed the line when you went over the highway and shut it down?
This is a protest. There's no limits to protesting, baby.
7 people were arrested on the highway, with several others arrested as the protests snaked through downtown.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it?
Now! No more Timmy Thomases, no more Michael Browns, no more anywhere in America, ever again.
Now, that protest from here near 75 went back into downtown. I'm not exactly sure where it ended up. We followed the protesters probably for another mile or so from here just to see where they were headed again. They ended up on the sidewalk downtown, police keeping them there during that time. We have those arrest numbers for you we just mentioned. 7 people arrested here on I-75. We're live tonight. Ben Katko, Fox 19 Now.
Hey, Ben, that guy actually said there's no limits to protest, baby. There's no limits to protest, baby. What was he thinking?
Yeah, Trish, I don't know what he was thinking. We had a conversation. I brought it up to him that there are, of course, limits to protesting. There's a line between peaceful and causing a panic. It seems as if that line was crossed at least a little bit tonight. Again, though, like you guys said earlier, relatively peaceful for the most part.
Ben, thank you. Now, I did speak as well with former Cincinnati Police Chief Tom Stryker. He was the top cop in April of 2001 when riots erupted over the shooting death of Timothy Thomas. He says 13 years later, he's not surprised to see what is happening today.
It's actually been building in a number of cities throughout the United States. We've seen things here and there, and this is just one that's been broadcast nationally, in fact, internationally, drawn a lot of attention. And because of that, you've got people not just from that community, but from all over the United States that are involved here. So, I think there's sincere effort on the part of some people there to express concerns about police and community relations, and then there are other people there who are just there in order to take advantage of an opportunity to create havoc.
The night of demonstrations began with city leaders and hundreds of others in support of a Hands Up for Justice rally.
Fox 19 Now's Brett Hoffland was there for the event. And Brett, give us a sense of the emotion there.
That they were trying to give across to all the people here at the federal courthouse tonight. And there were hundreds here. There were hundreds. They were chanting, "We are going to have a peaceful assembly." And they did, but that doesn't still mean that they didn't agree with the decision yesterday in Ferguson. Of course, the situation in Ferguson is very similar to what happened in Cincinnati, as you mentioned. Many riots, 3 days of riots and demonstrations. But with the help of many of the demonstrators that were here tonight at the steps of the courthouse, they formed a collaborative agreement, which they talked about again tonight. It helped to keep police accountable and even change some of their protocol, while also including more residents into decisions throughout the city. Now, many protesters this evening stressed they didn't expect an indictment, but still don't agree with the decision to not discipline the officer in Ferguson.
Most of our peace officers do a fabulous job. They really go out to protect and serve. But every now and then we have a renegade, and sometimes we just have an officer that makes a mistake. If there's never any accountability, there'll be no drive to do better.
The question is always asked, can what happened in Ferguson happen here again? The answer is, of course it can. Of course it can. But we got to continue to remain vigilant and stand together as a community.
Now, I spoke with Reverend Damon Lynch tonight. He said that he's gone with many other city leaders that were here tonight at the courthouse to go to those cities to talk to them about how Cincinnati bounced back 2001 from 2014, where we are today. He says they plan to make other trips to these cities, including Cleveland and Ferguson, later this year. Reporting live downtown, Brett Hoffland, Fox 19 Now.
Brett, thanks. Cincy not alone. Thousands across the country reacting to the Missouri grand jury decision. Meanwhile, Officer Darren Wilson breaking his silence tonight in the death of Michael Brown. Brown's supporters say